thank you guys for coming out tonight. Like, this is one of our first big events out of Dallas with my two leaders, Malcolm and Tajay. So thank you guys for coming out, and also thank the person who brought you here today, because what we're about to show you guys is literally going to be mind blowing. Like, we're showing you an opportunity that has not only changed my life, but it changed over 85,000 people's lives, right? So guys, literally, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my story and how literally this has changed my life around, right? All right, so for those who don't know me, my name is Chastity Velez. I'm 24 years old. I've been in this company for about a year and 3 months now. Born and raised in the Bronx, New York, and so yeah, the Bronx. Everybody's like, ew, the Bronx. It's okay. And then I also moved to Florida at the age of 11, right? And at my senior year of high school, I told my parents, like, hey, mom, dad, I want to move to New York. I want to be able to become somebody. I want to go to school out there, right? And they thought it was crazy at first, but they, in order for them to let me be independent, they had to let me go, right? So they let me go to New York by myself, guys. Went to New York by myself. Who in here ever moved by themselves somewhere at the age of 18? We got a few people, but not most, right? Because everybody's too scared to leave from their parents, or don't have the risk in them to do that, right? So I took the risk of leaving by myself. Parents stood in Florida, siblings stood in Florida, right? And so me moving to New York, I literally came with one suitcase and literally $200 to my name by myself, guys. Suitcase and just $200, right? So I got my first job over there. I'm working at a supermarket. And 3 months in, I'm like, oh, this is not for me. And I was already getting homesick. I'm like, oh, I can't do it here in New York. It's too much for me, right? And so then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to school full time. Went to school full time. Got another opportunity at a job. So I started working at the other job. But working full time and doing school full time was clashing too much for me, right? So I couldn't do. So what I did was I quit school because the money was more important. The reason why I said the money was more important is because it's very expensive to live out of New York. So me working, I was still working paycheck to paycheck, and but I was moving up in the ladder in my job. Became a manager at the ending of the year. And to become a manager, you guys have to have a lot of experience, right? To become a manager. So obviously I had the skill that they needed for me to be a manager. So became a manager at the ending of the year. Then I became assistant, became a senior, and then they offered me a GM position. And I'm only 24, guys. 24. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to take the position. So they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to take the position. I'll stick to being the senior manager. And then, I was, telling God, I'm like, why am I still in this job, slaving for somebody else? I'm like, God, I need a new opportunity for me. I don't want, I came to New York to become somebody, to become successful, not to slave work 40 hours a week for somebody else, right? So then Rob came into my life, my mentor, shout out to Rob. He came into my life and he showed me the opportunity. So he's like, listen, what if I told you I had an opportunity that can change your life around? Your financial situations, not working 9 to 5 anymore, being able to be your own boss. I'm like, sign me up. I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk of doing that, because if I took the risk to move, I can take the risk of doing the opportunity, because what is there to lose, right? What is there to lose? I'm only losing $195 at the time it was. That's nothing to me. I can make that again. Right? So he brought the opportunity upon to me, signed up, and a year and 3 months later, retired my mom, and we just recently bought a house together. We recently just bought a house, and now my mom is retired, has her own house, and gets to live her life the way she wants to. Reason why I did that for my mom was because she gave me everything in the world. So I'm like, I need to give this back to her. And I'm getting a little emotional, but it's because she's my wife. But just know, guys, that this is gonna literally change your life around. This is gonna help you with your financial. Who in here works a 9 to 5? Don't be afraid to start. Who in here works a 9 to 5? And I'm sure you guys hate working out your jobs, right? Slaving for somebody else, making money for them to become rich. You're not making yourselves rich, you're making your boss rich. And all the skills that you put into that work, and they don't want you guys to go, because they need you regardless. At the end of the day, they need you. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is literally open your minds to what we're about to show you guys. Because what we're about to show you, like I said, is going to be an opportunity that can change your life around. It has changed mine, it has changed hers, his, hers, all of them, right? Reason why we invest into this. don't be scared to literally invest into something that's going to change something for you, right? So with that being said, guys, I'm going to bring up one of my top leaders out in Dallas right now. So everybody needs to stand up real quick. I know you guys are tired of saying, but this one you got to stand up. So the person I'm going to bring out, he's literally my top leader in Dallas right now. He's not only influenced my life, but he has influenced so many people's lives. I'm super proud of him, and you know, I know he's gonna kill it. I'm gonna put Dallas on the map. So the next person I'm about to bring up is Tajay Anderson.